So you're curious on why haunted houses give us the heebie-jeebies? Is it the creaky floors, the flickering lights, or maybe the fact that we're all secretly terrified of dusty old attics? I mean, who knew that a spooky house with a bad paint job could become such a global obsession? Welcome to our totally not terrifying exploration of haunted houses. We're not just dipping our toes into the spooky pool, we're belly flopping into the history that is as fascinating as it is spine-chilling. Haunted houses have a magical ability to blend historical intrigue with sheer terror. Is it the tales of vengeful spirits or the unsettling noises that make us question our sanity? Either way, these places have been making us jump out of our skin for centuries. So let's rewind the horror tape and see how haunted houses came to be. Spoiler alert, it's not just an ancient ghost being grumpy. It's more about turning creaky old buildings into these attractions for thrill seekers and the ghost enthusiast of today. Think of this as your all-access pass to a ghostly history tour. So grab your blanket, turn off the light, and prepare to unravel the eerie origins of these infamous locations. Haunted houses have been giving us nightmares for ages, from the Amityville Horror to the Winchester Mystery House. It all started with ancient beliefs about spirits and evolved into the haunted house phenomena we have today. Let's take a ghostly stroll through history and see what makes these places so memorably eerie. Take the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, because nothing says perfect vacation spot like a place that inspired one of the scariest novels ever written. Built in 1909, this grand old hotel was just begging for a ghost story makeover. Stephen King and his wife stayed there in 1974, and the place was basically deserted. While there, King had a nightmare so vivid, that's what he turned into The Shining. Now, this place is a hotbed for ghostly activity. Room 217 is a prime spot for the paranormal enthusiast because it's supposedly haunted by the former housekeeper who had a tragic accident. Guests report lights flickering and doors opening on their own. The original hotel hostess apparently likes to keep an eye on things. Guests claim they've seen her ghost in the ballroom, probably making sure everybody's still having a good time, even from beyond the grave. So if you're into haunted hotels where ghosts may play the piano or rearrange your socks, the Stanley Hotel is your dream destination. Next up, the Winchester Mystery House, because what's better than a house that's basically a never-ending maze? Built by Sarah Winchester, widow of the rifle inventor, this place is a real treat for anyone who loves wandering around in circles. Here's the backstory. Sarah believed she needed to appease the ghosts that were unalived by the Winchester rifle, so she decided to build a mansion that could double as a labyrinth. The results? Over 160 rooms, staircases that lead to nowhere, and doors that open to walls. It's like a funhouse designed by someone who hates straight lines. The house features some gems, like a staircase with 44 steps that just ends at the ceiling. And windows that overlook more windows? It's perfect for those that want to get lost and never find their way back. Visitors say they feel like they enter a parallel universe where the ghosts are as confused as you are. So if you're up for a tour where you might need a map to figure the way out, the Winchester Mystery House is your go-to place. Let's not forget the Amityville house, because nothing screams dream home like a grisly murder backstory. In 1974, Ronald Defoe Jr. unalived his entire family in this Long Island house. So of course, when the Lotz family moved in the next year, they were met with full-blown haunted house experience. They reported all the classic haunted house stuff. Creepy noises, foul smells, and doors slamming shut. Oh, and let's not forget about the green slime oozing down the walls. Because who wouldn't want their new home to come with its own spooky special effects? The story blew up into a media frenzy, turning the Amityville house into a must-see for thrill seekers. Some say it's all a bunch of exaggerated nonsense, but either way, it's the perfect example of how a dark past can turn a house into a top-tier horror attraction. Haunted houses captivate us no matter how old they are. From ancient castles to modern hotels, these places continue to spark our imagination. Who doesn't love a good ghost story mixed with a bit of historical flair? And last but not least, Eastern State Penitentiary. Because what's better than a prison that's also a ghost tourist trap? Built in 1829, this place was all about solitary confinement, which basically meant 23 hours a day of staring at a wall. Talk about a vacation from hell. Now, it's the go-to spot for ghost hunters and thrill seekers. People report hearing creepy footsteps, distant cries, and seeing shadowy figures. With an infamous inmate like Al Capone and brutal isolation practices, it's no wonder the place is rumored to be crawling with spirits. So if you're into haunted places where the ghosts are probably still holding a grudge, Eastern State is your jackpot. Don't be surprised if you get an eerie feeling or see some shadows. Those are probably just ghosts of terrible prison conditions. So there you have it. A dive into some of the most fascinating haunted houses in history. They're like the drama-filled soap opera of the supernatural world, packed with intrigue, suspense, and enough ghostly gossip to keep us all up at night. Next time you visit one of these spooky locations, remember, you're not just hunting for ghosts, you're engaging in a bit of historical detective work. And if you hear eerie whispers or spot shadowy figures, just know they might be having a good laugh at your expense. Thanks for joining me on this ghostly adventure. If you think the unknown is creepy, just wait and see how much fun it is to explore it, preferably with a flashlight. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.